Yo, 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 we are back here. What is next? We considered ourselves with a little bit of the logistics. Now, I'm going to show you, when we start thinking about touring, obviously we're going to be touring across the country in different areas, all in the service of becoming a national touring artist, right? Yes, I hope so. But before you do that, you are limited. You are very limited as to what you can do cost-wise, right? You can save up $10,000, but instead of going on tour and losing money, I would think you'd do something smarter with it. So you are going to be around a lot of these small towns, right? That's just the thing we have to understand. Now, there's three ways we can configure staying at a hotel or on a tour. Is the first, obviously, as I mentioned, is hotels. Hotels are really, really costly. They're going to cost you a lot. If you're a baller and like your rap song says, and you make, millions of dollars and billions and got Bugattis and Rolexes and you got all the dimes, then I guess you're good to go. You're going to be fine on the road, and good luck to you. Hope that your show don't bomb and stink. Hope you succeed. However, for the most of us, we have to start thinking of ways to rein in our costs. And I know what a lot of you guys are thinking. A lot of you guys are like, well, look, man, why don't we just get a motel? They're cheaper. They still cost a lot more than you need to be willing to spend. When we're looking at this, and I know, it's not the furthest. It's like 8 hours is the distance. So any of these would be about 8 to 9 hours from your Phoenix starting point, getting to Albuquerque or Las Cruces. So you can just drive back home. I wouldn't suggest it. That's a lot of gas to spend. I'll just stay in your circuit. And I try to get this close. Sometimes it's not close. You go north of here and you got mountains, and it's not very easy to get around them from town to town. So let's just pretend for a second that you're serious about touring and that you want to be on the road fully, the full experience, the full way that it goes, right? So hotels and motels are really, really expensive. So there's something that I learned. I learned this when I was working in contract work for the telecommunications industry. So I had a contract with a company who was subcontracted to Verizon Wireless. We worked on the DC power stations. I didn't climb in anything, but we worked on the DC power stations. And for me, they gave me a per diem. The contracting company, I had $100 a day to stay in that was my hotel, my lodging per diem. And whatever your per diem is, whatever you don't spend, you keep. So I had $100. So if I spent $79 or whatever on a hotel room, that left me with $21. 21 times 5, 105. I had $105, right? Because I didn't spend the other parts. But the guys who worked for the main company, Verizon, they had different perks, but they used to work on per diems. They used to have those where they give you amount of money. And so I ran it. I met this dude, popped in like middle of the job. Just, he was a very work smarter kind of guy. He was a little on the lazy side, but he was brilliant. He was smart. And he told me that he would take his per diem and just pocket it, and he'd go camping. He'd take his truck and just plug into the powered outlet, the powered camping sites, and charge his things that way. You can do that, I guess. That is something. So I hadn't had a chance to do that while touring because I stopped touring many years ago, and I learned this after that. But what I know from touring and what I know from what he told me, it just makes so much more sense. You can get a camp spot, go onto camping grounds for $10 a night, right? And you can get yourself a campsite with an electrical outlet, or you just be fine. You get creative with ways to charge your devices. Obviously you can charge them from your car, if you're the cigarette lighter charge thing, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. But it's not something you want to scoff at or anything like that. So the mindset here, and I wanted to put this out there because I've gone to KOA, Kampgrounds of America, and I looked them up to make sure that they were still a viable resource. Prices are astronomical. So I found a place called campspot.com, I think it is. You can try campspot.org. But yeah, they've got pretty good prices on there, overnight stays for camping. And they have all of it, right? You can find a cabin, you can find a thing for RVs, you can find the stuff for tents. And it's all cheaper than anywhere else you're going to go. And this is all across the country as well. So don't think that wherever you are that you won't be able to find camping grounds. Now, the mindset that needs to go behind this is, I know a lot of rappers, a lot of people, they're like, oh, I can't do that. I gotta, whatever your mumbling is, you know what I mean? But then I'll have to pose a question to you. Are you in this industry? Are you doing this thing? Are you doing music to make it a living and make money? Or are you doing it to be popular, to be liked, so people can look up to you? Are you doing this for title or are you doing this for purse? Me, myself, I'm doing it for purse. I'm doing it for money. I'm not interested in what people think after the show, right? I'm not interested in, nobody's following you home. Nobody's following you away from the venue. The only time you interact with somebody outside of a venue in a town you're not from and that you're in one night, the only time you're interacting with people outside of your show is if you go and interact with them. Somebody has an after party. That's what I mean. You go, oh yeah, I will join you. That's the only time. If you left and they left, they're going home. You get to go on to your next stop. Bottom line. So don't tell me that camping hurts your image. This isn't for everyone. This is for artists who are really serious about doing this. You will save money. Now, the other side of that coin is you have to be able to shower, right? You have to clean your butt. There's another company you'll need. And this one, it may cost something, whatever, per month. I would imagine you can join and use a free pass or whatever it is, a trial thing, and go on your tour and then cancel it if you want to. I wouldn't. I'd keep it open, or, you go to Shower Anytime Fitness. You see those numbers there? That means that is the amount of locations in any given area of that state even, right? If you look on, like down there in the southeastern mark of Texas, there's 103 Anytime Fitnesses between Corpus Christi and Austin, Texas. You know what I mean? So there's a spot to go and get your shower on, you know what I mean? So that you'll be able to stay clean. So that's the key here is showering is important. Sleeping is important. The mindset is most important because you got to get that out of your head that you're going to be, that you're going to be some dude that's just getting able to trash a hotel room with the rock band or something. You ain't there yet, homie. You know what I'm saying? You ain't there yet. I just wanted to put that in your head, right? There are 3 ways. You can always sleep in your car. I think over the last couple of years, I've seen a couple of, black dudes get killed sleeping in their car by the police. So you take your chances with that. That's what I'm going to tell you. And if you're not black, obviously, whatever. You're a hip hop artist, so you do have other challenges. You don't, again, if you have the money to do all the big name stuff, do the hotel and the jet planes and the tour buses, then you don't need me, right? You got it all together. But if you're like me and the rest of these guys out here just trying to figure out your spot in the game, like trying to make some money so you get your girl off your back, you tell your mom, look, I did it, whatever. You have to do it smartly. So I just wanted to make sure that we understood that. We're going to do the rest of our videos, the next videos in the series. I hope you're doing all right. Followed everything that we need to do. Yeah, I just wanted you to know. Mindset is everything. You can front if you want. And I mean that in the most dictionary sense. Like, I ain't saying go front, even though that's what it means too. But you can put up a front that you're a baller and still be camping, right? If that's your character, your persona, your rap moniker, your rap persona is a big baller, big hustler, whatever, money, then rent the Bentley for the 4 days. Rent the Lexus for the 4 days. You're going to have to get it washed because if you want anything else, and I don't know why you're renting the Lexus. If you can rent the Lexus, then why are you spending money? Why are you trying to learn to do this without spending money? I don't know. You can always contact us. We can put the plan together for you, and it does cost. It's up to you to decide. You want to learn? That's why we got in the course. Other than that, you saw what we needed to do, where we got to stay. Airbnb, don't even, there's a lot of racism in Airbnb too. Yeah, let's have fun. See you on the next one.